Hello once again guys, I hope you're all doing well because I'm back to bring you the 20 best bargain right wingers / midfielders in FIFA 16. If you haven't seen my previous top 20 videos, I recommend watching those too, as these will be the final countdowns for the best players for their positions before the new FIFA comes out. Anyway, you're here because you're looking for a player for the right side of the pitch. Whether it's a pacey winger or just a casual squad rotation midfielder, we've got plenty of choice, as you'll find out. So, we start today's countdown with a player who recently moved to the Premier League. He's expected to become a sensational player one day. It's Leroy Sane, formerly of Schalke. The new Manchester City man is an extremely good purchase for his costs in this game. At just 19 years old, extremely pacey and already very multi-talented. This 76 rated 6-foot winger is definitely one to pick up before the bigger teams go in for him. With a potential of 87, you know 11,040,000 a week isn't a bad asking price. And in 19th is a Portuguese winger with 4 stats at 90 or above. It's Bruma. 76 rated, 5'8", 20 years old, and goddamn the kid's got some legs. 94 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, 93 agility and 90 balance. This guy is certain to make a great winger for an upcoming team, especially when he's got an 85 potential as well. So looking at his price of 8.5 million and 40,000 a week, you know he's not going to be staying at Real Sociedad for long. We continue our trend of extremely pacey wingers with one of my personal favourites in career mode, Inaki Williams. A true beast of a player for any team, having both pace stats above 90 and 85 strength, which I personally find is extremely important in this game. He's got 85 shot power and is decent at jumping too, especially being 6'1" as well. He's 21 and 76 rated with a potential of 85 and costing just 5.5 million. His high wage demand of 45,000 a week is certainly worth considering. Carlos Mane is holding down the 17th spot, our second Portuguese youngster of today and a good prospect player. He's got 5 stats above 80, 21 years old, 75 rated and with a potential of 81. He might not seem quite as good as the previous players, but remember, he could be a good squad player, or you might just be struggling for money. Either or, 4.2 million and 20,000 a week isn't a bad price for this solid right mid. And guess what? That's right, it's another Portuguese youngster up next. It's Alexandre Silva. 18 years old, 5'10", pretty pacey, 69 rated and 81 potential. These are the kind of great purchases for a championship side. Very cheap transfer costs and wages, and with a potential of over 80. And of course, if you want to train him up, you can make him even better. The price is 1.4 million and 3,000 a week. Okay, this is our first winger that doesn't have standout pace, but has some other seriously good stats. The Dutchman Anwar Ghazi of Ajax. 20 years old, 76 rated, 6'2", 84 shot power, 80 long shots, decent dribbling and decent strength too. I think he'd make a great centre attacking mid or centre forward, but it depends what you're looking for. He's got an 84 potential and will cost 9 million and 30,000 a week. Certainly a lot better value than some other players out there. So this is our 4th player from Portugal. They've got some great right wingers in development, haven't they? This time it's Joao of Sporting Lisbon. This guy looks good. Not rapid speed good, but a very complete right mid. 22 years old, 80 rated, plenty of stamina, decent dribbling, and a good range of passing too. Sporting have placed a 25.5 million price on his head, but remember this is just the inquiry price, so you can definitely get him for cheaper. He's got a potential of 86, and that's why he's on 35 grand a week. In at 13th is an Italian with all 6 of his top 6 stats above 83. He's got a hell of a price tag, but train him up, he'll be worth double that in no time. It's Domenico Berardi. Slowly turning into an Italian star, this 20-year-old 81 rated demon is definitely one to consider buying if you've got the money for him. For a first season player, he's one of the most well-rounded for his age and position in the game. That, accompanied by his potential of 86, makes his price of just under 30 million and 35,000 a week one to really think about. Next up is someone who you should definitely be scouting out if you're a 3 or 4 star team. Another one of my personal favourites, Valentino Lazaro. The only guy, I think, in this countdown who comes from the Austrian league. 69 rated, 19 years old, decently quick, a good dribbler and 82 potential. He's a guy to try before the new FIFA comes out, and hopefully he remains a cheap beast in the new one too. For 1.7 million and 5,000 a week, he's just so good. Coming in just behind the top 10 is another Portuguese player. Guess you know where to look if you want great young wingers then. Anyway, Ricardo Horta it is. 20 years old, 5'8", 74 rated, 83 potential and plenty of high rated stats. He's someone who could probably do with a little more training and is probably more poised to play a middle role rather than down the wing. Well, in my opinion anyway. If you like him, 5.5 million and 20,000 a week is what you'll need. Beginning the top 10 is the original top 10's gold medalist. It's Victor Andrade. The original number 1 bargain for the right wing spot finds himself 10 positions behind where he was last time. This is what happens when EA update the game constantly. For stats at 90 or above, 73 rated, 19 years old, he's still a good purchase. For 3.9 million and 20,000 a week, he at least has a spot on the bench until he reaches that 83 potential, right? 9 is fine and Hector Villalba is also extremely fine. This guy is phenomenal in game. Literally, you need to buy this guy, he's fantastic. 20 years old, acceleration at 93, sprint speed at 94, 91 agility, 83 balance, and just an incredible in-game player. If you're playing as a championship side, this guy can be your Messi. I'm not even joking. For 3.4 million and 20,000 a week, for a potential of 83, I can't recommend this guy enough. In at 8th is a youngster from Venezuela, Juan Pablo Anor from Malaga. 21 years old, 75 rated, 5'7", pretty well rounded, but not quick enough for me at the right wing spot, which is probably why he is a right mid. He's got great potential of 85 and for 7 million and 20,000 a week, he will definitely fit into one team out there. Goncalo Guedes is in 7th. Another Portuguese youngster, 18 years old, 73 rated, 5'10", could definitely do with some more training, but with a major potential of 85. You know this guy is going to be a star in your new team. For a price of 4.7 million and 15,000 a week, this guy is a huge highlight in this countdown. So the top 10 is shaping up nicely and our next player is also extremely good. Francis Camano, 19 years old, 6 foot, 71 rated, gassed and with an 85 potential. I mean, this guy comes with literally just speed and acceptable dribbling. You'll definitely need to have him on the training ground to learn some new skills before he reaches his future overall. If you want him, it'll be 4.5 million and 10,000 a week. A mad bargain right there. Now, at the top 5, it's Malcolm the Brazilian. A new addition to the game because he certainly wasn't in the game in the winter because I would have definitely found him back then. 18 years old, 71 rated, 5'7", 92 agility, 86 acceleration, 84 balance, and with an 84 potential. Another amazing purchase for a financially struggling club as his price is just 3 million and 4,000 a week. Gelson Martins is our 7th man from Portugal and sits just behind the podium. So this guy brings an incredible amount of speed with him, just like the previous Portuguese youngsters in this top 20. Gelson is 20 years old, 75 rated, 4 stats and 90 or above, and with a top class potential of 87. When you see all this and look at his transfer cost of 6.5 million and 20,000 a week, that's just ridiculous. And we have another guy from Portugal. He's walking home with a bronze medal. It's Yuri Medeiros. 21 years old, 75 rated. All 6 of his top stats are above 80 and with a potential of 85. For some ridiculous reason, he's only on 2,000 a week, which is just stupid when you look at his stats. So if you have enough to afford his 9 million transfer cost, then bam, you've picked up a freaking hell of a bargain. Getting the silver medal today is a German. Just our second one of today, and his name is Levin Öztunali of Werder Bremen. He's a 19-year-old right mid, 6 foot, 72 rated, very well rounded in all areas and with a potential of 84. Again, doesn't specialise in anything and could probably do with some work on the training ground to sort out that problem. But when you can pick him up for 4.6 million and 10,000 a week, he's a damn good investment for any squad. But in at the gold medal position and standing tallest against all challengers, it's the Spanish man from Villarreal, Joao Leiva. Today's best bargain is an 18-year-old, 73 rated, 5'8", good at dribbling, good distribution, pretty average pace and a potential of 85. He's not going to be outrunning any fullbacks, so best to use him as a pass and move player rather than expecting him to beat his man. But your aim is to train him up and to let him outgrow his 85 potential. But for 4.1 million and 7,000 a week, he deservedly gets the top spot in this one. And that's all the right wingers I've got for you today. A great mix of players with plenty specialising in different areas, but it's Joao who will be making it into our dream team. And he slots in at the right mid spot very nicely and looks rather fantastic at his full potential. It also brings our total transfer cost up to 7.1 million and our wages up to 13,000. Pretty spectacular considering all our players are in the low or mid 80s. But that's all from me today. I hope you enjoyed and get purchasing and growing these players before the new FIFA comes out. As usual, if you liked it, be sure to let me know by pressing that like button. Stay subscribed for plenty more top 10s or top 20s depending on what I'm feeling. And I'm braced for impact, and thanks for watching.